Coach, you had a much more experienced team in Detroit and coaching younger guys now. Can you just talk a little bit for Detroit fans about any change-up in style that you've had or intention that goes along with that? You're a different coach.
Well, I think since my kids got older and I saw what they went through in sport when they left my house, I think it changes it big time. I really do, because when they haven't been talked to in 8 weeks, they tell you, and so you go in and talk to your players a little bit more. And I think young guys in particular need more time than older guys. Older guys, you talk to them lots just about their family. These guys don't have any family. They want to be talked to, and you want to have an understanding of what they need and how to help them. So sure, you're different, but I think you're different to every player, and as you evolve over the years, you try to get better, and by no means have you ever learned it all, and every new coach you hire helps you get better.
What's enabled your club to improve on the road specifically? What's been the difference since a tough start?
Taking care of the puck, stopping in the right spots, better goaltending. So you add it all together, it gives us a better chance. Now, in saying that, we're playing a team tonight that's got points in 6 straight, and they're a desperate hockey club, and we have to be a desperate hockey club as well. We got to be focused and ready to play right.
When you stretch like this road that's this successful, does it just kind of change the mindset and the confidence when you go out on the road and come into a different building?
Well, I think so. Obviously, we have confidence right now, but we also, if you go over our last 3, we haven't been spectacular, So, I mean, it's important we just keep getting better and keep focusing on the things that are right. And it doesn't matter what point of the season you're in, the game you're playing is the most important game of the year. So if you get dialed in and focused that way, we need to win today, and so do they.
Mike, 600 games for Babcock tonight. What does that represent to you?
Well, a good man, to say the least. Great competitor, physical every night, determined every night, does things right all the time, is a real example to our young guys, not by what he says, but what he does, and a real pro, and we're thrilled to have him.
25 years in the playoffs in a row for the Red Wings. In your time here, besides coaching, shall we say, what was the real strength of this organization?
Well, Ken Holland. Simple. Ken Holland does it right each and every day, and it's interesting. They've been so good for so long, but you look at all the young players they have and how good they are. I mean, they've done a heck of a job here, and everything they've done here is not only to develop players, they've developed people. And you look at all the people that came through their organization are working somewhere else and doing a real good job. So obviously Ken Holland and Mr. Illich are the key.
Mike mentioned Auston right at the top of the scoring race for rookies. How much do you think they're driving each other, they're feeding off of each other through the season? Williams up there as well. All these rookies.
Well, I think they are for sure. I mean, Hyman and Brown are doing a real good job with 21 and 20 points or something like that as well. So we got lots of guys that are pushing each other for ice time and doing it right. I think you always have moments where it's going real good and other moments where it's not going as good. It's just key to work hard every day and keep it going as well as you possibly can.
He's having a heck of a year. How have you seen him grow, and what areas have you seen him grow over the last couple of years? Kadri?
Oh, Naz. I mean, Naz got a lot of work to do. He's like these kids. He's a work in progress. He's got to continue to get better defensively for sure. He's had good success this year on a power play. He's gritty around the net. Naz is a gritty guy. He comes to compete, and he's just got to keep working on his game. He needs a big summer again this summer like he had last summer to improve himself physically, and he has a chance to be a real good player.
When Matthews was playing for the USA program, I think he played for Don Granado. Didn't you have him here for a visit?
Who are we talking about?
Auston Matthews.
Okay, sorry, I can. Yeah.
Didn't you have him here when you were coaching the Wings for a visit? Can you recall anything in detail?
Oh, yeah, sure. I can recall a lot. I had seen them play. I went and watched. Obviously, Tony was coaching here with us. Donnie would come in. But Michigan and the under-18 team were playing, so I went and watched him and Kachuk, and they came in. And so we had a chance to meet and talk there, obviously. Never, ever dreamed when I'd be coaching the Red Wings that I'd have a chance to, obviously draft him and then have him in our organization. He's a great kid, and he's getting better every day.
What do you think it means to this team to have a 19-year-old Matthews go to the All-Star game representing with the future of the franchise?
Yeah, I mean, it's great for him. It's a good opportunity. I'm hoping it's one of many, many times. He should meet the players, enjoy himself, get a little rest so he's ready to go.
It's like
Well, it's a great building, obviously lots of history. When you sit down on that bench, it's been there forever, and a lot of great players have gone before. The success they've had here in the building, and I had a great 10-year run here. I loved it, loved the players and the management, the owner, and they treated my family well. It's a great spot.
Mike, for the guys who haven't gone through kind of the
post-All-Star challenge of the games getting tougher. What's the biggest challenge for the young players?
Well, I think the games are getting more challenging for us all the time because as you get better as a team, the other teams play you right and play you harder and know who you are. And so as you become a better player, you get less and less space and you got to manage with it. Now, are you mentally tough enough? Are you driven enough to keep getting better every day so you overcome that? That'll be the challenge for us.
Mike, you started with the Let's Talk. For those people out there who don't know what it is exactly, can you expand on it a little bit?
Well, it's a mental health day, and so what's that mean? There's 1 in 5 Canadians, and I don't know what the number in the U.S., probably the same, are affected by some sort of mental illness, and so we want to get rid of the stigma of that. And what does that mean? Well, if you talk about it and you open up about it and you create an understanding for yourself so you can listen and be aware, I think you have a chance to make a huge impact. What the most important thing is to get rid of the stigma so people that are suffering in silence can talk about it, and that in itself will make a huge difference.